Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to wonders and glories of 1v1 on Taranto Coastline. In the east, we have Charlotte fighting here for the Deutsche Armee called the German Army. The 90th Panzergrenadiers Division in the southwest stands enemy, fighting for America, freedom, and democracy. He is setting out with the 2nd Armored Division, tasked with breaking down German resistance in the area. We got a Coh3 armored into a fast jeep here from enemy. It's always a tough opening there for the Germans, the DAK to deal with, but if anyone can do it, it might just be Charlotte. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for their continued and generous support of Propagandacast, effectively sponsoring it. So big thanks to all those wonderful people, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking. Helps out immensely in getting the word out by the YouTube algorithms to as many people as possible. A rifle squad here for enemy. Panzergrenadiers moving forwards. More on the way here for Charlotte, going a fairly infantry build here. No bikes from Charlotte here in the opening moments. Emo Jeep, the hard at work. Rifleman out here for enemy and freedom and democracy. Panzergrenadiers moving forwards for the Coh3 TK bolt action rifles. We're moving ahead there. Panzer Pioneering Norfolks, typically though a German squad leader in such a Panzer squad equipped with an MP40 or later the Sturmgewehr. That's a fun side note there. So, steady approach here by Charlotte and by enemy. Seizing the southern point here. Probably why Charlotte didn't send any troops down there, expecting some fighting to happen there. And Charlotte probably isn't in the business of fighting any pointless engagement in the early game. We do get a 250 after here though. A lighter Schützen Panzerwagen. Keep going about here. Rail squad moving up. Panzer Pier moving in. Very quiet opening here as a Van fan. That really a lot such happening. Just points being grabbed here. Very unusual quantity, in particular thing like these two players. Normally I'd expect them to be already now knee deep in gunfire, but so far it's surprisingly quiet here, just points being grabbed. Deep there's got the southern victory point as well here, 250 half-tech almost around here, Panzer Pino done, wiring off here, so of course in case enemy does decide to find around here, can't use the cars for cover. There's some yelling in the background. There we go, 2 minutes fencing to the game here before we got some shots fired. Feels like an eternity in Coh3. Because we don't really see there's a lot happening. But there you go, Panzer now pursuing the Jeep. The Jeep is taking immense amounts of damage here. Almost every shot is penetrating, which, considering infantry with the Jeep, at least in my experience, is very rare. But yeah, there we go, just almost every shot went through here. And then troops after arriving here. Grenades here for enemy. His Jeep just, had a nice time, and then the shot started firing and it just blew up. That is very unusual, I'd say, there in my experience. Very unusual. Oh wait, Panzer was there supported by the half-tech coming forwards. Nice bit of mechanized infantry tactics here by Charlotte. We got the scouts now being called by the half-tech and the Panzergrenadiers. Here, scout will need to withdraw quickly, or Charlotte will certainly put them 5 deep feet under. Almost got the scouts here. Grenades now ready here for enemy, but he's only got 2 RAV squads and the scouts. His Jeep, of course, just gone, and his scouts went down. Huge advantage here for Charlotte now. She's got self-units in the field here, and he's only got 2 RAV squads. Even with grenades against all of Charlotte's forces here, with the way she's moving about there, that's going to struggle a bit here. Moving about here. And we got the light support company up here for Charlotte. Fixing that up. Captain out there for enemy. RAV squad on the way there. That said, enemy's doing good work here, grabbing the northern fuel point here. Pushing northwards. And RAV squad falling back here. RAV squad setting out. Pushing northwards against the RAV squad here. And hopefully we do get some nice buffs for the DAK here with the October patch, which again is October 4th. There you go. 250 after goes the RAV squad here. Points being seized. Got the Panzers pushing eastwards here, going for the western fuel point as well here. 250 half-tech slightly disengaging in the face of that. Back at base here, we do have some assault grenadiers there for Charlotte, something with a bit more assault-related oomph. Meanwhile, we do get, I believe, yes, it is the motor pool here for enemy, and that'll be a fast Greyhound down here versus Charlotte. And that's only going to be a pain and a half here for Charlotte to deal with, lacking any immediate anti-tank weapons. North here, RAV squad falling back, Panzer Pioneer moving in, and we got the 250-9, meaning Charlotte always researched the armored car upgrade there for the half-track, pushing in there for the riflemen who are quickly dodging out. Trying to hide here from the Like to punch people and grenades on the Panzergrenadiers there, getting out of the way, but poor Otto took the brunt of it. 250 half-track armored car here, ripping into the rifleman. Finding here for the northern fuel point, armored car pushing in there. Panzer Pioneer there, getting grenaded, enemies almost got them. Panzer's moving in here, and there we go, Ravscourt just retreats. Still, enemies doing a good job here messing with Charlotte's fuel economy. In fact, so to Charlotte here now, who has gone for Italian infantry. At the same time, we got the assault guns moving forwards there, moving in to cover the retreat path here of the Ravscourt in a typical German fashion. Alright, Otto, when you see the Americans running and screaming past, you just pull the trigger and you don't stop shooting until the screaming stops. Dann wäre sehr. Rifleman there for enemy as Charlotte drives ahead here for the 90th Panzergrenadiers Sean. Could he go for the Guastatori? Could go for the L640. Oh, Guastatori selected here. Meanwhile, Ralph's crossing out here from the base of enemy. Assault moving forwards here, supported by the 250-9. It's a pretty strong tactical force here under Charlotte's command here. That's going to be tough here for enemy to really. We do get a grenade here to buy some time. Back here, still no sign of the armored car or anything else here. But there you go, grenades on the 250-9. There you go, double grenade. And that's going to be the end here of Charlotte's armored car. Putting a bit of a dent into those plans there of mechanized supremacy. We do have an ambulance out. Assault gun is forced back as there's just too many guns about there. Up north here, Panzergrenadiers, Panzergrenadiers moving forwards. And we got the squad moving forwards, so they probably should be moving backwards for some healing. Hey, I don't think Heinz is looking too good. Yeah, now that you mention it. Ambulance there. Rifleman moving about. Guessing Guastatori next here for Charlotte. Captain on the move here. And we got Panzer Pioneer with the Flammenwerfer. And moving forwards. Still no sign of vehicles. We got bars instead. So, while he did initially go here for the motor pool as a sort of rush element, it seems like enemies change his mind here versus Charlotte. Perhaps it's also he's anticipating Panzerjägers, perhaps, as a way to sort of shut down his Greyhound, or maybe he's anticipating a Flak feeling, which in fact what his Charlotte's going for right now. Possibly again expecting the Greyhound. So there's all these kind of, you know, metagame considerations, the mind games behind them. Flak feeling halfway done, right there with the bars up here. And of course, either way, you know, the Flak feeling is going to be pretty handy if it's barred up rifle. It's going to be a Greyhound. The Flak feeling with its, you know, 4 guns is going to definitely rip something up. It certainly works better versus infantry. Up north, the right squad of Victor Point being attacked. We got Panzergrenadiers, Panzer Pioneer moving in here. Charlotte attacks hard, and we got the Flak feeling out here. Grenades being chucked, but they absolutely miss. South side here, grenade on the Panzer squad as well there. Flak feeling out there with its 20mm guns. Those Riflemen are about to have a very, very bad day. Admittedly, it's not really like they're having a great day already because they're being shot at by the Germans, but larger guns firing at them very rapidly is probably not going to improve their day. So there you go. Pursuing here aggressively, the Flak feeling there, unleashing hell there with its Flak 38 mounted on the back there of the half-track. Down to just 2 men. Almost got a wipe here. That would certainly be very good for Charlotte, and the opposite of very good here for enemy. It looks like no, can't quite score the wipe here. Very fortunate there for enemy. Up north here, points being grabbed again. Aggressive harassment going between the two sides. Panzer Pioneer, Panzergrenadiers moving forwards. Flak feeling quickly holding back. Base drop, I believe it's the Sonderkraftfahrzeug Act. Half track there, utility track there basically. The Germans would use half tracks for a lot of these things, and sometimes they like convert something into like just improvised tank destroyers as well, with Pak 38s being mounted on the back of them as well. Fun fact. Got in the northern point here. Bagger base for Charlotte. Not much else happening. Could of course consider here going for the defensive operations. Having telemines out would be a very strong choice here for Charlotte. Typically find they can be really, really good. And there you go. Defensive operations up. That could mean some telemines. And yup, that is exactly what Charlotte is thinking. She is thinking teleminen. Northern point we see for the assault grenadiers. Fun fact about the telemine, it was actually a sort of fairly high utility weapon. While it could of course just be, you know, used as a mine, they drive over it. It could also be used as a sort of, I'll say, you know, charge. You can just like, you know, pull a cord on it, it explodes. So the Germans had a variety of tricks using telemine. Sometimes they'll just tie a bunch to a board with a string on it and just pull that in front of a moving tank or vehicle you know, causing that to drive the mines that way and blowing up. So it was a fairly handy weapon. And sometimes they just throw them right into, like, you know, his Soviet advance, pull the cord, and boom. So fairly flexible weapon in that sense. Panzergrenadiers out. Chaffee meanwhile on the way here for enemy, and of course the face here of Charlotte's flak feeling. Keeping the Panzergrenadiers close here. Rout squad being met with a flak feeling. Panzergrenadiers now veteran squad is here. Thumbs up. And the GIs are being absolutely pulverized here. Forced to withdraw here as they get steadily perforated. In the south side, though, Chaffee moving forwards here. Rifle moving up as well here. Panzer Pioneer versus the GIs, and we got poured on them, immediately popped here. There's 2 telemines about here, so certainly it could quickly cost here enemy a Chaffee if he's unlucky. Panzergrenadiers spawn the Rifle squad here. Gonna get grenaded. Chaffee's gonna move in, but could get baited into the telemine here. Flak filling up as well here. Ooh, looks like it's gonna stay clear of the mine. Need to pop up those Panzergrenadiers though. Of the half track, I think. Meanwhile, on the west side here, German troops keeping advancing here. Flak feeling drawing front here. Panzergrenadiers popping out. Engineers on the way here for enemy. Very good. Still no Guastatori here for Charlotte. Few hits on the Chaffee. And we got the tear gas rounds up. Assault guns moving to cover the flank here. As the captain probes in here behind, but there we go. Getting caught with both assault grenadiers and the flak feeling. Things are not looking great for the captain. And again, enemy hitting the munitions point right outside of Charlotte's base here. Good aggressive harassment here from enemy. Very good. Assault guns closing in. Rifle squad there behind heavy cover. Chaffee moving forwards. Panzergrenadiers busy with the flak feeling. And there go grenades on the assault grenadiers. Chaffee going for it. Straight into the flak feeling of the Panzergrenadiers. Shots there ringing through the armor. Flak feeling though just doesn't do enough damage. And it gets knocked out of the Chaffee. Strong, you know, kill here by enemy. Removes one of Charlotte's key units at the moment, but it does lose the Chaffee in the return though. So not all bad here for Charlotte, but arguably could have been better too. Meanwhile, we finally got some Guastatori out here for Charlotte, some Italian assault engineers. And with the flak feeling gone, we do actually see enemy here committing to a Greyhound. We also got Seek and Destroy, so likely going to use the Greyhound here to buy time against Charlotte until you get, of course, those easy hits going. As for Charlotte, more telemines would probably be a good idea, though. Lots more telemines.
Our Greyhound is here.
Greyhound ready. Guastatori heading out. Panzer Pioneers heading out. Nice little wedge formation they got going there.
Vehicle crews have been granted the means to repair.
Not going straight for the Chaffee after all. I mean, you see it actually going for field repairs here first. Interesting choice there by enemy. Definitely not what I expected here. Considering the current metagame. Guastatori, they're moving forward, getting caught up with the Rifle squad. The barns they're blazing into it. Well, it looks like only one BAR. Very good here for the Guastatori closing in. We do get poured on them. But up close to the M838 Berettas there. Definitely have an impact here in the Rifle squad. Grenades being chucked here. Guastatori mostly dodge it. In the end, though, thanks to the grenade here and poured on them, the Rifle squad do win the engagement. But had it not been for that, the Guastatori would surely have won that one pretty much hands down. MD-34 out here for Charlotte. No Pack 38 here. At least anything else anti-tank wise. Enemy keeps up the pressure. We also got a big victory point lead here for enemy over Charlotte so far. In the south, Panzergrenadiers and assault guns with Infantry support catching here enemy southern lines in a bit of a bad position. As he quickly shifts the Greyhound northward to try and shut down Charlotte's northern push. A lot of back and forth here now. And then go to Licordin as well to help deal with the Panzer Pioneer. Lost a Rifle squad though somewhere. That's pretty good for Charlotte. Less so for enemy. Still hasn't hit any of those telemines. Back here, fresh push there of troops. We actually got War Machine here from enemy. An interesting choice, likely indicating course is going to go heavy on either Greyhounds or Chaffies here versus opponent. People stranding, something you do occasionally see, but still, most American players will typically, when they go for armor, go for like focus straight on the Sherman EC8s. But that's not to say War Machine is bad at all. Quite the opposite. Graham patrol in the center, assault mark moving to that. We got the GRs they're holding up. Not a lot of upgrades. We actually got CS Charlotte attempt to lay down some Teleminen. Definitely a good spot to lay down there as well. North here fighting for the point. We've got Ralph's got again grenades off here, plus poured on them. Where's the Guastatori over this time though? Italian bravado there, pulls through grenades to the Panzer Pioneer, forces them back. Panzer assault grenades, Panzer pushing into the ground here, already down to half health here. Great shots there. Crew is definitely discombobulated. Back at base here, nothing further happening for enemy. Just 250 points here for Charlotte. The clock is ticking and it is not ticking in her favour. Over to Charlotte, in fact, here. Got a few command points. No further tech there happening. Points being seized. Ooh, machine accident moved too far forwards here. Points being seized. And we got an anti there for enemy. Interestingly enough. Maybe the war machine was a mistake. We just had some thoughts and then went on them and then realized they were bad thoughts. There's always some possibilities here as to what could exactly be the cause of this for enemy. Meanwhile, GR's pulling forwards again, sweeping the fields of any German troops. Setting out here in the Maschinengewehr and the Panzerjägers. Anti-tank almost done here in the south side. Panzergrenadier busy. No upgrades yet for the Panzergrenadiers besides that veteran squad leaders. And there we go. Mines up here. Thumbs up to Charlotte. More Telemina. That's a total of 3 Telemines now here from Charlotte across the map. Still no tank. I'm guessing the Panzer Company is the plan. Or possibly even like armored services for Charlotte. But it is hard to tell, of course, exactly what Charlotte is scheming here. Panzer Pioneer push back the Ralph squad. Guastatori being fought same fire from the captain. We got 229 versus 143. Charlotte has managed to stem the bleeding here. And there you go. Guastatori with Panzerjäger, Panzer support pushing back the captain. Greyhound racing in here. Right in front of the Panzerjägers. In the south, the MD-34 Demon troops in. We got a mortar on the way here for enemy. And we got a nice big flank here with the riflemen. Getting right past here. Charlotte's southern front line. And completely disassembling it. Still no sign of tech here from Charlotte either. There we go. Panzer Commando finally happening. Charlotte's need for tanks is definitely coming. I think very apparent. There you go. We got Tactical Assault versus Port on them. MP40s versus M1 Garants and the BAR here. It looks like the assault guns tank support on them and just the veterans he absolutely will come. The GIs. Greyhound churning in there to try and hold that up. It does rout the assault grenadier. Charlotte not taking the chance there. Obviously there's not really much you could do anyways. Maschinengewehr and Panzerjäger Guastatori forwards. Panzer Commando almost done. Out there's Panzerjägers. I imagine running down here south to try and deal with the Greyhound. Grenades are being chucked. Mortified joining in. Enemy continues to exert strong map control for now here versus Charlotte. At least the Panzer Commando is almost done, in which case I'm expecting Panzer 3s, but Charlotte could throw in some surprises for us. North Panzer is pushing in there. We got the captain, the rifleman about. Panzerjägers moving in. Panzer Commando ready. Got the Panzerjägers of the Rifle Squad. Assault grenades moving forwards. And there you go, rifle push back. Counter attack there by Charlotte. Up north here, fighting happening again. Fresh German troops pouring into the field. Assault grenades, there we go. Another tactical assault here from Charlotte. And the riflemen are just being absolutely pelted here with intense firepower from the assault grenades. We got grenades off here though. But the assault grenades quickly go past it. And the riflemen are sent screaming away there. And still no sign of Panzers here for Charlotte. Greyhound rushing northwards. Bit of skirmish on the west side here. Panzer being attacked here. There's just many fierce engagement. There you go. Assault guns for the captain. And there you go. Greyhound hits a telemine here. Big win there for Charlotte. Quite the blow there to enemy. Of course, now he knows Charlotte has laid down telemines. At least he should be able to do it.
Victory point lost.
So that was really good there for Charlotte. They removed a massive threat to infantry. Definitely means the infantry is now significant, that his enemy's infantry significantly supported. We got mines now being laid down by him, remembering he needs to get them down too. And we got minesweeper, since obviously he has no intention of losing more tanks or vehicles to telemines there from Charlotte. All mines here, thumbs up to enemy. Closing on Panzer 3, of course, against Charlotte. Could try and just go for armored service here. Not that I necessarily recommend it, but it is an option there that Charlotte could pursue if she so desires. Mortifying way, hit ground the center of the Panzergrenadiers. Guastatori there now with the Lancia heading northwards there. As an additional side note, the Italians actually had a more portable version known as the assault model, basically, of the Lancia that was primarily intended for paratroopers. And the Germans actually make their own version of that, known as the Einstiegsflauenwehr for 46. Fun fact. Up north here, we got the Guastatori flanking by the Raubsquad here with the M38 Berettas and the Lancia Raubsquad are easily overcome here by the sheer courage and firepower of the Guastatori. In the south, the Raubsquad will push back the Panzer Pioniere. With 2 enemy.
Our opponent has fallen to 200 points.
No sign of army yet here from Charlotte. Up north, Guastatori continuing their unrelenting advance here. Got smoke grenades being popped here.
Our victory point. We're losing it.
There we go, calling in artillery here. Counter move there by enemy. Since Charlotte was basically trying to, like, either get the captain moving closer to the effective range of the Guastatori, could just do nothing. But Charlotte sort of, or enemy tried to counter that by calling an artillery barrage here. Sort of working out. In the south, the Assault Grenadiers ace level now, and they of course partly helped out with the veteran squad lead upgrade, which really provides, again, you know, faster experience for them as well. Going up closer, but there you go. Suppressive fire from port on them actually halts the Assault Grenadiers here, rather ruining the entire thing there for Charlotte in the south. But these men got progress elsewhere, and enemy is struggling a bit more. And he's actually not going for another Chaffee, he's going here for the survival training to make his troops even tougher. Meanwhile, Charlotte is going for the Panzer 3, the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Up north here, we got the Panzergrenadiers with the Raubsquad, we got Guastatori in as well here. GIs, they're about to get absolutely brutalized in there. Go. Lancia M38 Berettas, and the Panzer's just doing immense amounts of damage. And don't let me catch you put the pineapple on the pizza again. What is the Italians talking about, Helmut? I don't know. I think they're upset about something. Mines here from enemy. Very good. Panzer the punch being moving up. Guastatori taking some light damage. Grenades on the Panzergrenadiers. Soldiers moving forwards. Quite a few engagements all over the place here now. Mines going off here, causing further casualties amongst Charlotte's Panzergrenadier. Panzer 3 is finally arrived to the front line here for Charlotte and Deutschland. Soldiers pushing forwards here. Ace level again. White. The gentleman, if you can get your soldiers of HC3, and that certainly becomes like easy to the veteran squad leaders, they do become really good. But there you go, anti-tank there, slamming through here the Panzer 3's frontal armor. Not good for Charlotte. In fact, we have 2 anti-tank guns, and with that, Charlotte's Panzer 3 is just immediately reduced to scrap metal here. Smoke grenade came a bit too late. Otto, you threw it too late. Well, at least I threw it. It's not much of consolation for the core now is it? Raubsquad pushing through, but there you go. Right into the effective range of the Assault Grenadiers. Got tactical assault being popped as well. But yeah, losing them Panzer like the hurts. Definitely. Obviously, wasn't expecting the double anti-tanks like that, but you know, that close to the base, I feel like you always should expect to some degree double anti-tank guns for now. Germany's hits being lined up here, and that's going to make things tough for Charlotte. Currently, she's got a bunch of Panzergrenadiers trying to stop the siege. She doesn't have a lot of tanks. She doesn't have, like, any assault guns. Like, she could go for a Flak 36 here, but otherwise, she is a bit limited. She's going to go for another Panzer 3, but she's going to need a few of those at least to take on the EC8 and Brad Pitt. Up north here, Panzergrenadiers versus Raubsquad, noting no upgrades there of any of the Panzergrenadiers, and the Panzergrenadiers here being sent packing home. Bottom engagement there, Guastatori moving forwards again. Of course, more telemines to assist the Panzer 3, of course, would be another good way to help deal with the EC8 and Brad Pitt. So far, we haven't really seen, except for those 2 telemines that are still left, no additional telemines here from Charlotte, as of yet at least. I could, of course, have missed them, but it doesn't appear like more's on the way there. Meanwhile, enemy is moments away from the Sherman EC8.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Growing points here and there. We got 308 versus 179. Okay, we got the double anti-tanks that ready. We got the mortar joining in. And there you go. Another Panzer 3 ready for Charlotte and the German army. More telemines for Charlotte. Thumbs up. Raub's going to line 5 of the Panther Thief has got the soldiers nearby. Combined arms and maybe attack the assault here definitely giving the rival squad a hell of a treatment as they get absolutely just plastered with firepower there and bullets. 9mm Parabellum there, being sped out incredible amounts by the 5 assault guns. Almost got the rival squad wiped here. Cut Charlotte score wipe an enemy. No. Not that much firepower there. One man survives. Meanwhile, easy hit out on the field. Brad Pitt has arrived. Yo, my name is Brad Pitt. Shut it, Brad. Oh. More telemines here from Charlotte. Very good work here. I think that's definitely the most telemines I've seen down from any DAK player so far. I mean, honestly, the only player I've seen down that many anti-tank mines yet is basically Enemy when he's playing the USF. And that's actually like one thing worth noting. I don't think he's actually laid down any himself yet. Probably because he hasn't seen a lot of vehicles, but he just hasn't laid down any anti-tank mines. Meanwhile, Charlotte, in a sort of keen moment of irony, is actually now laying down a lot of the anti-tank mines. Meanwhile, mostly in the sense that it's ironic for Enemy that he's possibly the one who's going to get like runs a lot of anti-tank mines now. Route squad was the Guastatori. They take heavy damage. Almost got the assault engineers, but they did fall a bit short. And of course, having seen the assault engineers, Charlotte probably has already deduced that there's an EC8 on the field. Still nothing else in the battle group. Seemingly just going for it for these two, though. Could also benefit a lot from other abilities in the battle group. Pantomiming about here. Come on, they're done. Still one there not finished. You see it rolling forward, see it. Machine gun deciding there's better places to be that are less exposed to Shermans. There we go, shot thing fired. We've got the anti-tank lap support here, the EC8 in there. It goes, shot fight, the Panther almost knocked out. Tear gas rounds there, causing a bit of miss here for the EC8 there. Another great shot from the Panther, and the EC8 misses. Probably due to the fact that the gunner's eyes were completely teared up. Are you crying, Bob? No, I'm not, Brad. I'm not.
You have dirty work.
It's just a tear gas. That's called crying, Bob. No, it isn't.
Engines running.
God damn it, Bob. Panzergrenadiers Norfolk here. Need to fix out that EC8. Closing forwards here on the route squad. Ace level there being hosted with a lot of firepower. And there we go. We got the breach big boy. On the assault gunnies, the breach is actually free. I love that ability. Grenades off here. Dodge. Though, was it deploy? I think that was actually delayed fuse here. Quick moving forwards here. Closing on the assault gunnies. We've got two squads to find down the assault gunnies now here. Not doing great here. And there you go. Poured on. We got tactics on the turn. I think Charlotte there makes the right decision. Retreats here. That said, I feel like Charlotte probably wants to focus more on the north side again here rather than focusing hard here, where most of, enemies' guns are going to be pointing at her tank and other stuff. Across the shore, they're going for flank here, and the lines here. Fiamma here, plus a flank absolutely incinerating the riflemen there in a matter of moments. One moment they're there, the next moment they're just roasted. Up north here, as Panzergrenadiers with more assault guns breaking through. We actually got fairly late assault guns out here. And demo charges from Charlotte. Or are those from Enemy? Captain knocked out. It's settled? Demo charges? Seemingly from Charlotte, eh? Oh yeah, the Guastatori can lay them down. Huh. They also got one there as well. This is getting a bit, well, highly explosive, to put it gently. Mine spotted there by the engineers, but apparently not diffused. Smoke going off here. Tanks and repairs. No armed reserves here for Charlotte. Unnecessary knives on it. Forced Charlotte to bring down the victory point between the two, pushing northwards here. Panzer pulling back. Looks like she might try and bait here. Enemy into the satchel charge. Or demo charge here. Oh! No? No? No. 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 Oh, there we go. Boom, baby. And thereby, US anti-tank mine gets off as well. Enemy there, a bit more defensive now. And we got a Flak 36er from Charlotte. 2 thumbs up. Meanwhile, up north here, Panzergrenadiers there being attacked by the route squad, but even with a brand light machine gun, I don't think Charlotte's Panzergrenadiers stand much of a chance. South side east moving up. We got another east on the arriving here for enemy here. Ace assault is close again here. 41 kills right from there, being absolutely gunned down there in the fields. Delayed fuse barrage here. Flak 36 halfway done. Up north here. Panzers, they're retreating. Got anti-tank mines now just all over the place here. Up north here, US forces moving in to occupy the terrain here from the German army. We got Panzergrenadiers and Guastatori there being lined up for a deep northern flank here. Flak 36 arriving any moment here for Charlotte. There we go. It's a Flak 36. Flak 88, as is more colloquially known. So there you go, Flak 36 ready. Charlotte bring in the big guns. It's the really big guns. I don't know, Heinz, I've seen bigger. Shut up, Otto. This is not the time.
Thanks for the ride.
A capture point is being taken from us.
Grand Northern Point here. Panzergrenadiers, Panzer moving up. Panzer 3 moving as well there. And there we go. Flak 36 opening up here. Easy gets a hit there. That leaves the crew quite uncomfortable there. Another great shot here. Easy down to, well, roughly a third there. Maybe a bit more than that. Soldiers pushing forwards here. They're taking far from the other elements here. Up north, meanwhile, here, Charlotte pushing forward. Got the other east northwards here. Panzerjäger, Guastatori, Panzer 3, Panzergrenadiers. We got countless engineers being caught in a deadly German show force here. Panzer 3, though, that's the east is definitely not favoured in the south here. East they're withdrawn for now, and the engineers are busy up north, so enemy has no repairing his tank. Over to enemy.
200 points remaining on our front line.
141 here, versus 179. Charlotte's 89, the victory point lead here. Panzer 3 turning around here. And we get armor reserves now for Charlotte, bringing up something a bit bigger, if even further, perhaps. Panzer Pioneer being caught with the Ralph squad. Ace level there could use put on them, but there you go. Guastatori! Panzer Pioneer went down, but we still got the Guastatori. We got the double Lancia Fiamme here, and the Rifle are bunching up in such a manner the flamethrowers get the most action. And there you go. Panzer 3 arriving. Down to just 3 men here. Bob, Joe, and Billy Joe. In the south, the Rifle pushing in there. Assault Grenadiers, Panzers, and the Machine Gewehr team looking to counterattack here. Flak 36 ready to join in the action wherever is needed. Back head troop reinforcing healing. Armored reserves ready there for Charlotte now. We'll of course have to see what she calls in here versus enemy. Panzer 3 moving forwards up north here. Panzer moving in straight to line 5 of the EC8 here. Panzer moving forwards. More mortars for enemy now. Bring in more light artillery here in the face of Charlotte's heavy guns. And that's not a bad idea. Got those Panzers here with the Browning light machine gun. We got more mines from Charlotte. More telemines. Two thumbs up to Charlotte. That is a lot of telemines. But now enemies, of course, all starting to lay down anti-tank mines. I think it's safe to say this is easily the match with the most anti-tank mines I've seen in Coh3 yet. Oh, probably also is what I've seen in Coh2, honestly. So yeah, very rare to see both players in any match lay down anti-tank mines. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Great shot from the Flak 36 right through the EC8 front llama there. Like any armored assault here by enemies, definitely got to run into some issues, but at the same time, so it's kind of the same for Charlotte though. Like hitting a little heavy anti-tank mine could quickly cause to like a tank there, or a truck, I suppose, with the Flak 36 turned behind it. Almost got these soldiers EC going in for a flank. Panzer 3's right next to an anti-tank mine, by the way, right next to EC moving up here. Assault Grenadiers, Ace being pushed back. Push for the victory point here. We got the machine gun, we got the assault grenades, we got the Flak 36 at the ready, but American mortar fire has already zoned in there on the Flak 36 and is ready to pulverize the crew. I do think enemy could stand a bit more up north. Of course, he'd need to sweep them for mines first, but I still feel like tactically he's a bit making it easier for Sean to deal with him. We got more delayed fuse here on the Flak 36. Oh dear. Poor Fritz there went down. Further losses here. Charlotte is not moving the Flak 36 away there. Bit of a shame in part because she could pursue the Bit of preserve the crew there. But oh well. And crucially, the experience of the crew.
We have 75 points.
75 points left if enemy. He needs to pick up the pace really badly now. He needs to do something. And it is over to Charlotte here.
Enemy points at 75.
So, question is at this point, will it be a Tiger tank? Will it be a Panther? Will it be the Stuka assault group here from Charlotte? I mean, I think most players here will go for the Tiger tanks as have lots expect here from Charlotte, but you could surprise with the Panther 4 or the Stuka assault group. The Panther 3 assault group just isn't worth it though. That's pretty much why no one will ever go for that one. It's like, it's just not worth it. Not when you can say Cohen for Panther 4 or the Stuka assault group for the exact same resources. Like, it'd need to be a bit cheaper for that one to be worth it.
Victory point under enemy control.
Picks up the Panzergrenadiers and Guastatori.
Using the southern victory point here. Flak 36 back from reinforcements, some healing there. Did preserve the crew. Very good there. Bit of quiet here. Quick use in the quiet though in the front line here to dig in and fortify. Thumbs up to enemy. And lay down some telemines there right next to the enemy anti-tank mine. You know, Bob, I have a really good feeling about this spot. Yeah, I mean, just look at all these dig marks. Yeah. Clearly, this is a great spot for mines. Assault is being forged. Quick smoke grenade on the victory point. Moving up more salt needs to just work on those mines. You see it's going to move up. Charlotte, of course, could just swing northwards here. I feel like that'd be fairly effectively hit by Charlotte. Plus, this way, if like he tries to flank in, he might be more tempted to flank in with the tanks, in which case could hit some more of Charlotte's telemines. Which would obviously be very bad news for enemy's tanks. But yeah. Actually, at this point, Charlotte's got too many units. You can't even call in a Panther 4 assault group or Stuka assault group, even if she wanted to. And there you go. Ace assault is moving forward. See if we got anything needs moving forward. Straight to the MD-34 here. We even got a demo charge there from Charlotte. More mines here from enemy. This time just a regular mine. You see it's moving in here. Definitely getting a lot more pencil on both sides. Like, you know, just more and more mines are going down. It's definitely causing both players to get a little less eager to be very aggressive, knowing they could possibly just be driving straight into like just a massive minefield and get everything got blown to bits. Pause the shots. There you go. Mine goes off in the assault grenadiers. As expected. Opposing force looks like Charlotte's finally starting to make some moves here. But she's also getting close to the Tiger tank. She's getting very close, but she's still suffering one particular issue, which is she's got too much stuff to call in the Tiger anyway. She's going to have to, like, you know, get somewhere with some fighting and take some losses so you can actually call in the Tiger. An enemy, meanwhile, you know, is probably feeling fairly confident and just doesn't want to attack. We get away with it. Oh, line goes off here on the Panzer Flak 36, firing into the Sherman EC-AT here. Could try and go here for the target engine ability, maybe. Another great shot from the Flak 36 here. Panzer is being pushed back up north here. Assault gets close to the Ralph squad here. Aceland, there you go. Tactical assault, we got poured on the return here. It is a fierce exchange of bullets here. Men dropping on both sides with the assault grenadiers. Oh, getting grenaded here. Could have popped grenades herself, but didn't do it. In which case, the Riflemen, I think, almost have the advantage. No, the assault grenadiers are still winning this. Believe it or not. In the south here, fighting for the function. Guastatori, though, are getting demolished here. Big line of forces here. Charlotte still sometimes going to call in the Tiger here. In terms of population cap here, Ravner being scorched and incinerated. Great shot there from the mortar, almost takes out the entire Guastatori unit. Up here, assault is about to get wiped out here. Oh dear. Down they went, and there you go though, we got the T-Guard for Charlotte. Schwerer Panzer. So in from the 4th Schwerer Panzer Abteilung. So that's obviously a lot more firepower, of course. She still needs to stay clear of the telemine or anti-tank mines. Oh, the Tiger tank's not going to get her very far. EC8 moving forwards here. Troops are being mauled. Tiger tank moving forwards. Flak 36 ready to up again here. Panther 3 running reserve. As EC8 moving in. The German infantry and American infantry just dying here. That victory point is getting anointed in blood. There you go. Great shot from the Flak 36. And the Tiger tanks, Kampfwagen 36, are joining in as well here. The EC8 on absolutely horrifying position. One EC8 down there. Brad Pitt staring down the Tiger tank backed up by Flak 36. The damage is immense. There you go. Artillery called in here on the point. It's Reddy's artillery. Second EC8 went down. The assault units are being absolutely crushed. Panzergrenadiers flanking in here. Flak 36 cleared up. Panzer 8 from in. Panther 3 could move in here. Tiger tank pulling forward here. No mines here, by the way. Could try and grab up to the right next to use the S-mine launcher here. Anti-tank front of the Tiger tank. Shots bouncing off the 100mm thick frontal armor there. Some, though, are not bouncing. But some are definitely. Up north here, pushing on the point. The engineers are being met with an ace machine crew here. And the damage is immense. Another EZ arriving here. Brad Pitt back in action. Tiger, half HV 2 here. EC moving forwards. Great shot on the Tiger tank. Slams right through the frontal armor. No HVAC rounds here. Over to enemy here. He does have the munitions for it, though. Great shot from the Tiger tank. Flak 36 could be recruited here. Up north, Panther 3 there, swept away the Americans. Could now move down to the south and assist here. 38% and 24 here. Things are hanging the balance here for enemy. He needs to do something soon. Assault units are being crushed here. Deleted, practically. And there you go. Down they went. Flak 36 recruited by enemy, but the Tiger tank puts a stop to that. And quickly bring up the truck here to crew that one, I think. Panther 3 taking hits here. Anti-tanks flying away there. Counter crewed now. The Flak 36 will go down here. Alongside the old Blitz truck. Enemy is not done with this match, that's for sure. He is still fighting back. Got ready to the artillery on the victory point. Assault units there are getting demolished from above here. As incredibly accurate mortar fire there just ruins them. Tiger tank, though, in dire need of repairs. That said, he does have the Guastatori to expedite those repairs. Got 18 versus 124 here. Anti-tanks he's firing into the Panzers. We've got the Raj on the victory point here in the south. Tiger being repaired here. Assault gunners getting ready for another assault. Oh, she actually lost the ace ones. That's a real shame. That's a real big shame. Panther moving up here looks like Charlotte may try and swing up here, go for the northern victory point there, northwestern one. I think that'd be a very smart move. Tiger almost fixed up. He's heading northwards. Enemy knows he's like, you know, try and close the gap between them more, but this of course does mean he gets a bit more exposed to possible enemy telemines. Tiger though is fixed up here for Charlotte. Quickly moving forwards and backed up with a plethora of heavily armed and heavily motivated German and Italian troops. Up north there, Panther pulling in. East running northwards there. Tiger advancing here, leading the assault on the southern victory point here. Smoke deployed there, very nice throw here by Charlotte's Guastatori. Rascal being spotted there, but Tiger tank whiffs the shot here. Panzer's pulling back with the EC8 here as Brad Pitt looks to halt a northern advance here, but the south side is now definitely under pressure. We've got artillery raining down the Germans. Guastatori moving forwards. Tiger tank here, engaging right from there and being bled out. Grenade, delayed fuse barrage here. Heavy damage inflicted. Guastatori is suppressed. EC8 rushing down south here. Panzergunners moving forwards here. Tiger rejoining here. Anthony's being forced back. We got 11 versus 109 here. Everything's hanging the balance now here. Great shot from the Tiger straight through the Sherman side armor. 10 points left. Tiger there. That's 22. The situation of enemy is getting worse by the moment, running forwards into the Tiger. Panther from the north here. Anti-tanks getting flanked out here. Tiger could move forwards again here. Great shot. Almost got it. Panther is about to get knocked up with the anti-tank guns. Panzer is moving forwards. And we got another artillery strike called in here to deny enemy and ability to get on the point here. And the right there we got it. He's used. Yes, he used, I think, the S-mine launcher there. Pretty much destroying everything there. And there we go. GG, game over. Game over. That was a fierce battle for fighting between enemy and Charlotte with a lot of damage on both sides. In the end, though, Charlotte slightly won through, I think, partly just due to all these telemines causing enemy to be a lot more hesitant, partly because, again, it was read about those mines. That said, I think part of the issue was also she clearly also wasn't comfortable fighting in the north. Admittedly, Charlotte wasn't too keen either, and I do think she'd benefited a lot more had she been more active in the north there as well. But really nice back and forth action here. Great use of the Tiger, nice use of the Flak 36, and just so many mines and even some, you know, demo charges. That was quite an explosive match. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family. And as always, you can support the Propagandacast by donating or pledging on Patreon. Every bit helps. Links are in the video description. And this is Imperial Listening. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.